Welcome to another RS Wave update. So in this video, we're going to be talking about Tron TRX, and basically we have to reassess the situation here and understand that we're just basically correcting in a different way that the rest of the markets appear to be correcting. So in this particular case, I would say that how can I say this? We created another 1-2. We're in the process of creating another 1-2 that's just basically, it's an ongoing correction. So we have like 1-2 and then 1-2, right? So let's just change the color of this just for illustration purposes. It's just yeah, it's very easy to get these, I suppose, mixed up. Actually, that's usually green. Yeah, so I use green for wave threes sometimes. Yeah, I suppose most of the time. Okay, so 1-2, 1-2. Okay, so we're going to see obviously a move up, in my opinion, to $1.50. Hey, it might go higher. Who knows? Yeah, it's just one of those things where we've got to pay attention at this point. We could even be seeing something a little bit different than that. Maybe like we could be potentially seeing, simply put, the 3 and the 4. Okay. And the reason being that, I don't expect this to go too high. $1.50 is pretty crazy already as it is for this particular coin. So yeah, let's work with the idea that that's a 3 because it's pretty sharp. And why would it be a 1-2 again to keep subdividing? Let's rethink that one. Okay. Anyway, never mind. So in that case, we'll just use the same colors down here for 3, just because I'm picky. Right. So just say we're working in a 4 now, and we're just going to keep sort of working in that 4, and then create a 5, and then correct again. Whatever. It's not a big deal for this particular coin anyway. I don't think. So the key component of this particular move here has to be glaringly obvious that we had a zigzag. Okay. So therefore, I have to say that was the top of wave 3 there. Okay. So we assumed a bit earlier that this was going to keep going higher, and I suppose every idea builds on the previous, so we're forming a picture here. So in other words, this pattern here, I do believe it's the same thing. It's a zigzag, except this is not a D wave, this is a B wave, right? Because this is the A wave. Okay, now the only zigzag down in a correction is the A wave. Okay, this is RS wave. This is how logical RS wave is. You can actually use it to your advantage if you know how to use it, and just using it to basically map where you are. Okay, this is a big clue right here. So we've got the first part of the zigzag here: A, B, C coming, D, E, whatever. And then the B will be done, and then we'll get another C here, and then it might just expand to the upside, etc. Whatever. The point is that this one is a bit different. The pattern is a bit different in Tron. So it's ongoing. It's just going to take a little bit longer. It's not a big deal. The thing about the thing about tracking these waves is you have to be realistic with your expectations. If you've got a target of $1.50, then what makes more sense, to call this another 1-2, or to say that, hey, this is a 4, then you get your 5, and then that will be wave 3 complete, and then you'll get your 4 again, and then 5. And I do believe that will be a sharp wave 4 once we get to the end of the major wave 3. For example, if you're looking at this like so, this is your 3, and then this would be your 4, and this would be your 5. I think I've mentioned something like this before, but now it's sort of coming. It's coming more alive. The waves are sort of showing themselves a bit more, and that sort of thing. Not surprising. I don't know if it'll overshoot. That's just for illustration purposes. but we're gonna go for $1.50 here. So that being said, that will complete the pattern that I believe that this is, and that's a B wave. That length will be roughly similar length as the A wave, etc. Right? So that's great. Now let's just quickly switch over to the TRX XRP chart. Now you know that we're sort of tracking this, and we're understanding that there's a reversal happening here in the TRX XRP chart. I do believe this was the end of wave E, the end of wave E and the end of wave B in brackets. So we're going to see a move up in Tron versus XRP to $1.50. So that's where we get our target from. So we're not just using one chart, we're using multiple charts to sort of gain this perspective. So it just builds the case rather than relying too heavily on one chart over the other, which, I suppose that's, if you've been following, that's just what it is anyway. So I think that wave one did end around here, because this pattern here, it appears to be like a zigzag, right? So same again, a zigzag A, and then we're sort of working in B. So you can see the first part of the zigzag there will go up for B. C, D might expand, E, whatever. I don't know. I really don't know how that's going to play out, but I can see that, we have seen an impulsive move to the upside. We've broken the wave 4 high. So we've broken that trend line. We are correcting now we can see like a weak move to the downside, which looks corrective. And we're looking like we're seeing another zigzag up. So all in all, this pattern still looks to be on track, in line with what I've been saying. And then finally, let's go over to XRP. So I mean, if we're expecting Tron to go to $1.50 against XRP, then what are we seeing here exactly? This is interesting. It hasn't been easy to understand this pattern because it's just kind of like all over the place. So I suppose in some sense we could potentially be looking at wave 3 ending here, and wave 5 potentially still on the way. Wave 4 ending whenever this correction ends. I suppose I can see yeah, this particular correction, I can't say that it's the clearest looking correction. It looks like a hybrid between a 5 and a 3, but more than likely it's simply put a leading pattern in A, corrective B. So yeah, looks like potentially a 3-wave move, and then you got your expanded B in progress. You'll get your C, your D, and your E, and potentially one more high to complete wave 5, something like that. So therefore, that means that potentially this was the wave 1. I don't see price falling below, because you can't, wave 4 can't go in the price territory of wave 1. So I don't believe price is going to go below this level before it makes a new high. After it makes a new high, if it comes back down here, well, we know, because of the whole general pattern. So I would say that was still right. This count does appear to be correct. All in all, the only difference is that I think wave 2 ended around here. Wave 1, 2, 3. So wave 2 was expanded to the side. So I don't envision this correction taking too long, because wave 2 was already expanded and went sideways, right? So potentially just like, anyway, so let's just go back to the 4-hour or even the daily, just to recap on the pattern itself and to why I think this is going to perform this pattern. So I do believe wave 1 ended here. We had an A, a B, a C, and now this is D. Okay, so I do think we're going to see that sort of like that M-shaped pattern going on here, where it was like this, right? Something like that. I'm sure if you're into bat patterns and that sort of thing, You may have your views on that, but I don't use that stuff. I'm just purely the waves. So this totally fits in line with the TRX XRP idea that if Tron is going to $1.50 against XRP, that means XRP is going to go down early. And I think this is pretty cool because it sort of gives you like a leading indicator as to, well, when you get to the top of Tron, I suppose it wouldn't be a bad idea to, maybe reinvest your profits into XRP. XRP is great. It's got potential. Tron, yeah, whatever. It's good for now, right? I don't know. Depends. If you like it, you keep it. If you don't, I just like to play the markets. I like to play the waves, and I'm just looking for profits here. So slight change of the wave pattern, but still, I don't see much more upside to go on this one, simply because of the overall pattern that we've discussed many times in videos before. I don't know why I've got two E2s here, but anyway, never mind. So yeah, once we get to there, around this area, and the reason I say it's this area is because usually expanded patterns, if they're not expanded type 2 zigzags or corrections, then typically the E wave will come back to the end of wave 1, right? Out of respect, I don't know. It's just a thing. This market obviously was had a lot of momentum due to cryptomania, and probably took a few people along for a nice little ride. But if you don't know when to reinvest profits, then I suppose what's the point, right? You're just going to go straight back down, and then, hey, maybe you want to buy some more. But I suppose the wise thing would be to sell high and buy low, right? I don't know. That's just my opinion. What do I know? Just some guy on the internet. So I suppose from here, I don't know why I have B up here. Yeah, don't know why that's there either. Okay, never mind. So yeah, that's the view on that. You've got the TRX USD view, TRX XRP view, and now XRP USD. So hopefully I've covered all that for you nicely, and yeah, I'll keep you updated on what comes next. And hopefully you found this video interesting and informative. Thank you for watching.